So welcome to my review of City of the Wolves. And now this is coming out for PS4, PS5, Windows, Xbox Series S, and X. So yes, it's amazing. Fatal Fury has made a return after 26 years, the mainline series. And yes, there was the original Fatal Fury games, and then 26 years ago, we got Mark of the Wolves. Now I've gone on record as saying it's a 10 out of 10 fighting game. It's in my top 10 fighting games of all time. I adore it. And I never thought we'd get a sequel, but here we are. And I'll ask you guys, are you excited about City of the Wolves? Is it on your radar? Are you a big SNK Neo Geo fan? Are you looking forward to this release? Let me know down below.
Stand up!
So to begin with, I'm going to go through all of the menu systems and look at the overall game, and then I'll get into characters and gameplay. The menu designs in this game, they're really done well with such a great graphical style that suits the game. So on our main menu, we have the offline mode, we have arcade mode, practice mode. You'll be spending a lot of time in there in training, missions, and tutorials, and you also have a versus mode. And you have an online mode, and I gotta say, during the review process, I tried to get online, but it didn't connect to anybody. But I'm sure when the game is officially released, online play will be fine. And that's because I was impressed with the beta game's online connections, at least with people that weren't on Wi-Fi.
Another one in the bag.
And in the online play, we've got ranked, casual match, room match, online profiles, leaderboards, replay, clone, which is kind of interesting because you'll play online and you'll have an AI that will study how you fight, and then it will mimic that play style against you. And there's also PS5 tournaments. And there's also episodes of Southtown. This is a very unique feature within the game itself. It's an offline RPG where you level up and you explore the legendary place of Southtown from the Fatal Fury series. And it's kind of like a bit of an exploration RPG. And it reminds me of the mode that was in Street Fighter 6 as well, where you could basically do the same thing. I think the Street Fighter 6 mode is a lot better than this, but it's still included, and I thought it was a great extra.
Hanging out with you has its perks.
There's also gallery mode, where there's movies in there. We can see all the movies that you've unlocked. There's artwork in there, and there's also all the voices throughout the game.
Reppuken! Double Reppuken! Shippuken!
There's also a color edit mode, where you take a pre-existing character and you can change all of their different colors and make it unique to you, and then you can save it and use that character later on. There's a jukebox mode, and this is kind of a bit of a surprise because there's all of the Fatal Fury music there from all of the games, and also from the Art of Fighting series. And here's a cool thing, you can go in there, pick your favorite songs, and make a playlist. And there's regular settings to change your button config, change the graphical display, and change the sound settings. So let's talk about the arcade mode. I've spent a lot of time in the arcade mode playing it offline, and I've gone through the game with quite a few of the characters just to finish their stories and see the stories that are continuing on from Mark of the Wolves. And for anybody who's deep rooted in the lore of the older games, I am not going to talk about any of the endings or show any of the spoilers, because there is spoilers in this game that were cool to see, and I want you guys to discover those as well. And I spent a lot of time in the training and tutorial modes. I'll get back to those in a sec. I also had my friend Victor Lucas drop by, and we played a couple of games together. Woo! That's okay, you got one, you got one. I underestimated you. I was like, he's not gonna come out strong. And then okay. And then I went off to beat him 8 other times straight after that. But I had a great time having him over and getting to play against another person.
Damn you!
So they've really ramped up the gameplay in here, and I'm not going to explain every bit of gameplay because there's so much to learn, but I'll just say this much. Go into the tutorials because I'm still learning the game as well, but you can select your SPG, and that stands for Selected Potential Gear. And what you do is you can put that at the front of your health bar, the middle, or the end, and that helps you be more on the offensive or more on the defensive when it is on that section of the SPG. And it causes more damage and allows you to use rev blows. So yes, the rev system is brand new in the game, and it allows you to use rev arts, rev excel, and rev blows when the SPG is active. And you can use it until your rev limit and your rev meter overheats. And there's also hidden gears, and these are the most powerful attacks that you can do. And you need to have 2 power gauge bars at the bottom, and you have to be in SPG status to activate it. So that is all the systems of the game. There's a lot more to it. As I say, you've got to do the tutorials. And I'm still doing them at this point because your characters have so many moves. There's so much to unlock. There's so much to learn in this game. And I think over the next coming months, we're all going to learn with the game. So we have 17 characters in this version. And we have a couple of unique characters as well. I'll just talk about them right now. So yes, Terry and Rock and the gang are back again. So we have all of the original characters from Mark of the Wolves. They make a return. We have Cristiano Ronaldo, who is a famous football star.
Let's have some fun. For the love of the game.
And we also have Salvatore Ganacci. And he's a famous DJ.
Why don't you hum me a few bars of that martial melody?
I just want to say something for the record here. I didn't know who either of these people were in real life. And I just want to say it's very, very strange that they are included in this game because we have the regular Fatal Fury characters that are characters from the series, and it's very unusual to have real life characters come into a Fatal Fury game. I really don't know how to feel about it for sure, but they are included in the game.
Bullseye! Ronaldo wins! How about that?
And on top of those characters, there's a DLC Seasons Pass coming, and I gotta say, I'm excited about it because we get Chun-Li in this game, and we'll also have Ken Masters. And I know Street Fighter 6 got Terry and Mai, where they're given back to City of the Wolves. So I'm really excited. We're getting Ken and Chun-Li in City of the Wolves. So I played every single character within the game, and I want to make one thing very, very clear here, is that the gameplay has a beautiful flow to it. From combos to defensive moves, everything feels very smooth and very easy to pull off, especially after doing the tutorials.
Here goes!
And I gotta get into the music as well. The music is really good. It's very upbeat, it really reminds me of Mark of the Wolves, and just has that kind of poppy, upbeat, awesome Neo Geo music, and it really fits the game.
Done yet. Burning!
So that brings me to my final thoughts on what I think of City of the Wolves. I'll be honest here, I adore this game. I adore this game. I've been playing it for the last week and a half, and I've just fallen in love. I've enjoyed playing the single player mode, going through the storyline, learning the moves, doing the tutorials. But it's all the little things. There's a bunch of little things that I really enjoy in this game. I love the fan service. So you see Terry Bogard's hat in the background on a pier in a certain stage. And I love those little details, the little homages to the Fatal Fury series. And obviously Terry Bogard, but the history of the Neo Geo. And even in Terry Bogard's stage on the train as he's going along, which is mimicking the older stage from the original Fatal Fury 2, you see in the background a UFO flying. And I'm like, is that from Metal Slug? Is that one of the alien ships from Metal Slug? I don't know, I think it is. But the thing is I love these little hidden things in the backgrounds of these stages. And I gotta say, overall, the backgrounds are brilliant. The graphics are amazing. They are so amazing that it made me feel like I was a kid again, where my wife was in the other room and I'm like, hey Kim, come here, you gotta see, look at this graphics, look at this background, look at this. And she would come out and she'd be like, yeah, that's really impressive. Like I felt like a little kid showing my parents Mario 64 for the first time. The graphics are beautiful, and I'm not getting into like a competition between Street Fighter 6 or City of the Wolves, but I really love City of the Wolves. That's my main fighting game for now, and especially with Ken Masters and Chun-Li coming over, I've got everybody. I feel very, very content. As a first-generation Neo Geo fanatic, I am very, very pleased with this game. I was so excited when they announced that City of the Wolves was in development, and I was like, ooh, here we go. And I saw some of the initial graphics, I'm like, okay. And then I played the beta, and I thought that was really good. And getting to play the main game and go through all the different modes, I'm like, this is perfect. And I'm really, really thrilled with this game. And I'm going to say something that I normally don't say on the channel. I never give review scores. I do sometimes with my friend Victor Lucas. But this game, for me, is a 10 out of 10 game. It really is. I have the special edition ordered. I can't wait for it to show up. I'm a big fanatic. And another reason the game is a 10 out of 10 game for me is because I'm going to go back to this game. I'm going to continue to play it after the review phase is over because I love it, and I love these characters, I love the graphics, I love the gameplay, and it's something that I'm always going to turn on when I'm looking for something to do.
Come on! Burn it! Drop me in! Break down! Bullseye! Get lost! Wait!
It's really delivered for me personally, being an old Neo Geo fan, and I hope you guys really enjoy the game as well when it is officially released. So guys, are you excited about City of the Wolves? Let me know down below. So anyways guys, until next time.